Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning, YouTube. What's happening, everybody? So, there have been some huge changes over at Instagram. Instagram has gotten rid of the like counter, and then also Instagram has kind of initiated shadow banning, where you can ban somebody's comments from your channel, and you won't see their comments. Nobody in the general public or on Instagram will see their comments, but they will still see their comments show up, so they don't know that they've been shadow banned unless they have another account or their friend shows them. But this is a huge change for Instagram. I think it's actually a very, very bad move for them business-wise. I think part of the reason why Instagram is so popular and Instagram is so addicting to people is because of the kind of that element of game theory, like going, that's really all you can do on Instagram is, flick around liking photos or posting your own photos and videos and then incessantly checking back to see how many likes you've gotten. I mean, that's really the only thing there is to do on Instagram. I realize Instagram has comments. Does anybody actually comment genuine things? Like, anytime I check an Instagram post, the only comments I see are like bot-initiated comments that are either saying like random stuff that has nothing to do with the post, or like, hey, check out my profile. Hey, nice photo, check out my profile. That's the only comments I see on Instagram. What's kind of weird about this, though, Instagram says they're trying to create a less pressurized environment. So you're still going to be able to see your own like count, but the general public won't be able to see it. And I was thinking about this, and I'm like, aren't people their own biggest critics? Like, if you're trying to create a less pressurized environment and you hide likes publicly, but you still let me see my likes, if I post a picture of myself in my bikini and I get one like, I'm still going to feel shitty about myself as some teenage girl, right? So this whole idea of banning likes, like, really the only thing that it really gets rid of is, oh, I'm going to be, and I don't even know if anybody even gives a shit about this, but oh my gosh, I'm going to be so embarrassed that this post only got 2 likes. Everybody's going to know I suck. Whereas I think, like I said, people tend to be their own biggest critics. So if you can still see your likes, you're going to be a bigger critic of yourself than anybody else is. Just one thing that comes to mind is, if your biggest worry in life, if your biggest stressor in life is how many Instagram likes you get, you got a pretty nice life. You should probably be pretty grateful. But right now, this is only going to be affecting Australia. I think this has already been rolled out in kind of a limited fashion in Canada. But this is hitting Australia first, and then it's going to roll out to some additional countries. One other thing that they've said about this is for brands and things like that, because, like, if I'm a business or a brand, like, how do I know what Instagram influencers to hire or who to hire if I don't know how many likes a post got? Businesses and, like, analytic tools will still be able to see how many likes you got as well. So this whole thing seems very silly. Like, we're doing away with likes, but you can still see your own likes, and businesses and advertisers can still see likes as well. Seems kind of silly, but I don't know. Let's kind of dive in and read the entire article. Let me know what you think about this. Like I said, I'm not really that into Instagram. I try to have a presence on there just because other people find value in it. But Instagram to me is kind of like Twitter. It's just not really something I've ever gotten into. The only social media platforms I really like are YouTube and Reddit, and everything else I kind of do out of necessity. But Instagram gets rid of likes on its social media app. Here's how it could affect you. Instagram has removed the like count from posts as part of a trial which starts in Australia today. This means that Instagram users down under won't be able to see how many likes other people's photos get. But Instagram lovers will still be able to see a list of likes on their own posts, just not the overall number. So I guess you'll still be able to see, I guess they won't even show you a number count, but you'll be able to see all the people who've liked you. So, I mean, it's pretty easy to count, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people like this post. The aim of the trial is to create a quote-unquote less pressurized environment where people feel comfortable to express themselves. Isn't that nice? This drastic change is compulsory for all account holders in Australia, but it won't immediately affect people in Britain or the US. It follows a similar change introduced in Canada in May, and it'll be rolled out to New Zealand, Japan, Ireland, Italy, and Brazil. But executives say it doesn't mean the end of influencers, because brands and businesses can still see how many views and likes they get. So I'm assuming if you have a business account, this isn't going to affect you. An Instagram spokesman said for businesses and creators on Instagram, this test will not affect measurement tools like Insights or Ad Manager. Remove the pressure. The Facebook Australia and New Zealand Director of Policy, Mia Garlick, said Instagram should be a place where people feel comfortable expressing themselves rather than being judged. We hope this test will remove the pressure of how many likes a post will receive so you can focus on sharing the things you love, she said in a statement. We are now rolling the test out to Australia so we can learn more about how this can benefit people's experiences on Instagram and whether this change can help people focus less on likes and more on telling their story. Instagram, which is owned by Facebook, says the trial is temporary and the social media platform will respond to feedback. It comes after Instagram started testing a new feature that allows you to secretly ban comments from users so their posts under your photos aren't visible to anybody other than you and them. And I don't know if you guys saw when Joe Rogan had on, what's the Twitter CEO, Jack Dorsey. I don't know if you guys saw when Joe Rogan had Jack Dorsey on his channel or his podcast the first time, or when he had him back on the second time with Tim Pool. But Joe Rogan actually kind of brought up a lot of stuff about how kind of this is like trouble, like essentially this is like censorship. And it's one thing if like some 16-year-old girl starts like shadow banning people, but when you get into kind of more like pop culture stuff, like news media, you really don't want people being able to shadow ban and censor things. Yeah, if you find it interesting, check out Joe Rogan's podcasts, both of them with Jack Dorsey. It's kind of interesting, kind of on that topic, because that's something that Twitter does as well. This is called shadow banning because a person who has their comments blocked will be none the wiser. Instagram will also be warning bullies when they go to post something that it deems to be offensive. The app will use artificial intelligence to spot comments that could cause offense, so it can ask the user, "Are you sure you want to post this?" It will also provide a message to its users it confronts, which states, "We're asking people to rethink comments that seem similar to what others have been reported. If we made a mistake, let us know." The restricting comments feature allows people to click on a comment they don't like and either report it or restrict that user that posted it. When you restrict someone, only you and them will be able to see what they post on your photos, but you can selectively choose some of their comments to be made publicly visible if you want. The shadow banning technique will also hide when you're online to other users and when you've read one of their direct messages. These features are examples of Instagram stepping up its anti-bullying stance. The social network said that tests of the features did encourage some users to rethink posting nasty comments. Let's see, the like count can be seen in the bottom right of the screenshot. Okay, so I guess what they're showing here is, we can see the like count here. That's going to go away. So the public won't see like counts at all, and I think users, like if you were Kylie Jenner or whoever this is, you'd be able to see all the people who liked it, but it wouldn't tally them up for you. That seems kind of silly to me. So it looks like that's all everybody had to say. This is a pretty recent article, so it doesn't have a ton of comments, but I was just kind of curious to see what people have to say about this. Stuff for snowflakes, I can't really disagree with that. Lovely, this will kill their business model. I don't think it's a smart move. Remove Instagram from the Facebook cartel. Now that would be progress. Agree. Caring about what people think of you online in the first place. And shadow banning and censorship. People still surprised when they find out we live in 1984. Like the old wise man said, there is no such thing as freedom of speech. And on a note, 3 cheers out to the fine actor Kevin Spacey. Proves that in America you can keep even a sicko man down. I think I saw another article this morning. I think Kevin Spacey had his rape charges or whatever dropped against him. So I think that guy's saying something in regards to that. And then John Muser says, this is called shadow banning because the person who has their comments blocked will be none the wiser. Fail everyone who has friends who can share what they see on Insta. Also, I think everybody has multiple accounts too. But I thought this was pretty crazy. What do you guys think about this? Is this good for Instagram? Is this bad for Instagram? Will this make it a better user experience or a worse user experience? Curious to hear what you guys think. Drop a comment in the comment section down below. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below. And I think that's all we got for you today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another one. Have a good afternoon.